Jennifer. Thank you so much for stopping by today. In today's video, we're going to be talking about back to school lunch making. So my kids have been in school for a couple years now, so that means I've made a couple years worth of lunches, and I just wanted to share what I think does work, doesn't work so well, and what I think is going to work really well this year for me and my children. So if you're a mom and you're looking for some new ideas and tips and tricks on lunch making, then this video is definitely for you. I have a couple different tips and tricks I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys, and then I'm going to show you kind of our lunch making station. Okay, so the first tip I have for back to school lunch making is don't do it. Let your kids do it. Let your kids make their own lunches. So as long as you prepare everything for them and give them the right tools necessary, they can totally do it. And a couple of reasons I say this is because, one, it's going to teach them to be independent, responsible for their own lunch, so they can't come home and complain that whatever was in their lunchbox they didn't want or didn't like, because they're going to be packing it. Two, it's going to help them with their time management in the mornings. They're going to have to get up in enough time and get everything together and get their lunch made. And also, I think it helps teach them organization, because when you're going to see in my fridge, in my cabinet, when my daughter came and opened it up, she's like, oh my gosh, this looks so good. I love how you did this. So just, you know, kind of instilling that in their brain, I think that's an awesome thing, and I think that's something that will stick with them. That's tip number one, and I'm going to show you how they can pack their lunch really, really easily. It doesn't have to be overwhelming and stressful. Alright, tip number two, speaking of being stressful, is don't stress about it. Don't stress about packing lunches. So I know there's people out there like me who the past couple years, when school's about to start, I found myself on like Pinterest and, you know, whatever, Pinterest and YouTube, trying to find like lunch ideas and all these different things to add like variety and color and how to cut out different shapes in there and all this stuff. No, don't do it. Okay, and side note, if you are a mom who does those things, this is by no means a video saying that is wrong or bad. Like, you go for it. If you're doing that, you have time for it, and it doesn't stress you out, you're awesome. Like, seriously, you're awesome. But if that does stress you out, kind of like it did me, then don't do it. Because guess what? You're not going to be there with them while they're eating lunch. So you want them to want whatever is in their lunchbox that day. Two, it's one meal out of the day. They'll be okay if they eat a sandwich and a bag of chips. Then you can just focus on healthy breakfast, snack, and dinner. So I say just don't stress about it. Make it simple, fun, something they can do, and that's it. And tip number three is just to keep it simple. That kind of goes along with the don't stress. Like, don't try to make it too extravagant and too extreme. And even with this little procedure in place where they can pack their own lunch, I really don't have that many requirements. Like, there's not something from each category they have to pick from and have certain things in there. It's not like that. I have two requirements, and one is they must include something with protein, because that's what's going to keep them full and give them energy and get them through the day. And then two, I would like for them to include either a fresh fruit or vegetable in there. Other than that, they can pack whatever it is that they want, whatever they're in the mood for that day, whatever they're feeling like, whatever it is that's available and ready, they can grab in the morning. Alright, so now that I've told you all those tips, I'm going to kind of show you what I mean by all that, and I'm going to show you our lunch making station. Okay, so here's the first thing, and what I did was just cleaned out a cabinet. We didn't have much in anyway, so it was not hard. I'm gonna move this over here. Well, they moved it, that's fine. So this is our little lunch making cabinet. Back here we just have all the containers that they'll need to pack anything they want. Some napkins, we have spoons and forks. Then up here we just have thermoses, mac and cheese cups. They can go in the microwave, add a little bit of water. They know how to use the microwave, they can do that, and then they can add it into this little hot thermos. These are great for taking stuff like mac and cheese. You can even pre-cook chicken nuggets and put them in there and they'll stay warm. So then we have these little protein bars. That can be a good source of protein. Then we just have a variety of chips. We have some crackers back here, have some fruit cups, and then we have some gummies because my kids kind of live off gummies, real talk here. and then our lunch boxes are up there. So everything is pretty much here they can grab. More stuff in the freezer and fridge. So let's go in the freezer first. So here is our sandwiches, and McKenna and I sat down. She made the sandwiches and we put them in here. These bins are from the Dollar Tree as well. The pink has turkey, the purple has peanut butter and jelly. What you do is put your mayonnaise or mustard between 2 pieces of meat or meat and cheese so it won't get soggy. And the same with peanut butter and jelly. Just put a thin layer of peanut butter on both sides. We have all of her cold packs here she can throw in there. Last but not least, here is my fridge. We have some of these Sargento balanced breaks you probably saw in my Sam's haul. These are a great source of protein, especially for elementary students. It's a perfect little size because they do not eat a lot, or at least my girls don't. Fresh apples and oranges, they can grab one of those. Have more apples back there I need to wash. And then their juices. So that's it. I mean, literally, you go from here to the freezer, and then down there is our lunch making cabinet. So, as you can see, that's it. Pretty much the lunches are already made if you think about it. All the kids have to do in the morning is get up, decide what they want, and throw it in their lunchbox, and they're out the door. It's done. So, I hope this gave you some inspiration for your back to school lunch making. If it did, please give this video a big thumbs up. I would love to have you subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I hope everybody has a really good school year this year, and I'll see you guys in my next video.